Be advised, the opinions and views of the hosts and guests do not reflect those of the station.
Magandang umaga sa inyo lahat at welcome to another hour of Usapan Kalusugan. Every Wednesday ito, tuwing alas 10 hanggang alas 11, itong channel sa GNN Channel 8. And I'm Vic Chua, your host for today. Si Brother Ramon could not make it, so I'll be your host for the whole hour. At binabati namin yung mga nanonood sa ibang bansa, and we encourage you to email to us as well as let us know your comment and some kind of yung comments and also your suggestion kung paano natin kung anong nasasabi niyo tungkol sa programa nito. You can also watch us sa internet sa www.gnn tv-asia.com. Remember, this program actually is to aim to educate our viewers, to help them enlighten the many natural way that God has given us to keep us healthy and prevent diseases. And even we enlighten us to the many advances in science, evidence-based, sa lahat ng ating mga health concern. And what we are to discuss today with our special guest will be on natural healing modalities. We would like to welcome our favorite guest, si Dr. Lady Tagulao, a practice of integrative medicine, as well as our Suki, si Dr. Sam Dizon, physician and lifestyle natural medicine, who came all the way from Olongapo to share with us his dynamic success stories on regenerative medicine. Welcome, Dr. Dizon. Welcome, Dr. Lady. Would you like to greet your friends and also fans?
Fans pa lang. It's a pleasure to be here. Thank you for giving us another chance. And actually, pati si Lady, mas malayo siya. Kasi I'm from Olongapo, siya from Palawig, Zambales.
Oh, Zambales.
Malayo siya.
Mas malayo.
And we'd like to welcome those who usually follow this program. Sa mga patient namin, hopefully nasabihan kayo, we'll be talking about something timely, usong-uso ngayon.
Yes, Dr. Dizon and Dr. Lady hold their clinic in Subic and also in Olongapo. Angeles also, no? And every Thursday, you have your clinic here in West Avenue.
Yes, Quezon
every
City.
Thursday, no?
Yes.
And later, we'll flash the details of the address and contact number. Ang ating tatalakayan itong umaga nito ay how stem cell have given solutions to Dr. Dizon's and Dr. Lady patients who were due for dialysis and how they pull them out of dialysis and back to normal living. Unique, no? It's a unique thing, but they have done it, and so it's a wonderful discussion today, and we hope you're going to enjoy it. However, meron din siyang mga cases of congenital heart valve patient's problem na he pulled out preventing congenital yung preventing of open heart valve replacement, no? And biro mo nun, even yung mga iba na other people, older people with heart valve prolapse or stenosis.
Yes, yes.
Hindi lang yon, pati mga liver cirrhosis at mga neurological cases which I recently heard, no?
Yes, yes.
All the way from Bacolod and Butuan, no?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. All with the help of one thing, live cell or stem cell. Ang ating madalas narinig sa mga media, a solution to the many no solutions in the Western medicine, no? And my oh my, talaga, kaya ba nating pag-usapan lahat nito? However, we promise you viewers that we will come back kung hindi natin hindi natin kayang matalakayan lahat nito. So, first and foremost, Dr. Dizon, perhaps you can tell us what this live cell therapy or stem cell is all about.
Actually, ang stem cell, yun yung pinagmumula ng lahat ng cells sa katawan natin. Habang nasa baby pa lang yung nag-meet ang sperm at saka egg, magpo-form nung first few hours, meron na agad stem cell na ipoproduce. Maraming uri ng stem cell. Merong totipotential, ibig sabihin total, it can change into many things. Meron naman tinatawag na pluripotential na that comes afterwards. Usually, yung pluripotential ang ginagamit for stem cell treatments. Kasi yung pinagmulan, masyadong mabilis ang processing na hindi na agad makuha. Usually, ang normal na live cell or stem cell na ginagamit nila sa ibang bansa noong araw is from the embryo, yung embryo of cow, sheep, and goat. Ang purpose noon is to, once you take those component at inject mo or meron kasing tablet or even sa air ng dila binibigay, and that was what I was using before I did the injection. Ang purpose nun, kung saan may damage, i-repair niya. I-repair niya yung damage. There are cells in the body na may kakayahan siya mag-iba-iba. Kumbaga parang chameleon siya. Kung saan may problema, di ba? May problem sa liver, you give a certain component which we call mesenchyme. Kung ang sira mo liver, yun yung pupunta siya doon para tulungan niya yung damage na liver na repair into better liver cell. So, yung kakayahan niyang mag-iba-iba at mag-produce ng iba-ibang cell, yun yung application niya sa panggagamot.
Very good. Perhaps you can show the audience yung ating sa TV screen. What we have, last week, ang pinag-usapan natin was
The
immune
system,
cells.
immune system.
Immune cells. So, itong immune cells nanggagaling din sa ating buto. At
Stem cell din pinagmumulan.
tinatawag niya hematopoietic cells, no? At dyan din nanggagaling ang ating stem cell na sinasabi na ginawa ng Diyos sa atin. Binigay ng Diyos sa atin na ang cells natin siyempre na has a life span.
Yes.
So new cells should be produced. So, nanggagaling sa ating ating bone marrow.
Bone marrow. Sa dulo ng buto natin.
As a matter of fact, hindi pa, Dr. Dizon, na itong sinasabi na stem cell transplantation ay kasali niyong in-extract sa bone marrow.
Ginagawa sa mga patients with leukemia.
Leukemia, no? Hindi naman bago yun, no?
Hindi bago.
Diba?
Actually, sabi nga doon sa mga 1960s pa lang, nag-stem cell na sila, quote-unquote, using yung extract ng bone marrow. So, it's nothing new kung titingnan natin. Kaya lang, now it's being applied to other problems.
Yun. Pwede natin mapakita sa ating viewers, no, yung slide, na makita nila kung anong sinasabi natin from the bone marrow.
Next,
No? From the bone marrow, hindi, yung una, from the bone marrow, nagproduce tayo ng yan. From the bone marrow, nagproduce tayo ng mga immune cells at yung nagpo-produce din natin yung mga iba-ibang mga blood cell line wherein pupunta sa mga karapat-dapat na mga lugar na kailangan to need for repair and replenishment.
Yung red blood cell, white blood cell, doon sa white blood cell, iba-ibang uri ng
Iba
white
naman
blood
yan,
cell.
no?
Yung platelet, puro doon sa bone marrow nanggagaling.
As a matter of fact, yung sinasabi natin ng other bloodline cells, ang uso ngayon, Dr. Dizon, sa Amerika, meron silang ginawa na yung tinatawag na sa cardiology, yung linalagay ng stents. Instead of linalagay ng stents, ang binibigay nila yung angiogenic stem cell. para mag-grow na new blood vessels and at the same time yung
Ma-repair yung blood vessels.
ma-repair yung blood vessels. So napaka-interesado. However, papansinin natin na itong stem cell na sinasabi na pinag-uusapan na itong sa media, ito ay hindi pala Dr. Dison, hindi pala bago lang. Way back, alam mo, Dr. Lady, way back sa Switzerland, no, they were already doing that. No, as a matter of fact, si Pope, when I was young, no, in my high school days, narinig ko si Pope Paul XII.
High school days, matagal.
Pope Paul XII was actually throwing blood, and they were looking for a new pope. And so, in other words, the story goes na yung kanyang caretaker from Switzerland was requested to bring in si Paul Nihan, the father of live cell, na dala-dala niyang sa lupa at binigyan ng mga specific organs sa kay Pope. And nagulat namin na instead of having a new Pope, balik naman sa trabaho si Pope.
He became a rejuvenated Pope.
Pope Pius XII, no? Pope Pius pala, hindi Pope Paul. Pope Pius XII, no? So it's not new. Even, Dr. Lady, we have experiences in cosmetology.
Not my experiences, but it has been done in some other clinics, especially in Europe. What they do is like, instead of using Botox, they use the stem cell, of course for the skin, to use on the face. So it's used either in mesotherapy or actually in acupuncture points. It's where they insert the stem cells.
Oh, yes, because actually, ang sabi nila, sa lahat ng ating katawan, mayroon tayong tinatawag na dormant stem cell. Kaya yung dormancy, no, tapos bibigyan nila ng stimulating growth factor para mabuhay at mag-regenerate. No? So, sa mga ladies who are very much interested in having beauty, no? That's another new answer to those wrinkles and all of those pampaganda. That is science. We have gone so very far. Not only that, no? We have later on we'll show yung ating viewers even yung Down syndrome, no? Nagagawa nila yung Down syndrome, no? And above all, we have Dr. Dison with his experiences with lalo na sa yung kidney.
Yung kidney.
Yung kidney, no? Perhaps you can tell us some more about your success cases, no?
Well, we have programs that help the patient na may problema sa kidney na mapababa yung mga blood element, yung creatinine. Yung mga ganon. Kasi ang target po ng wellness is detoxification. So we detoxify. But for the repair ng kidney, syempre, once damaged na yon, sa medical field, transplant na talaga ang gamutan. But there are some patients who don't want to do dialysis. So, inaharap namin yon, and then we give yung stem cell to help develop yung repair mechanism ng kidney. Maski mag-improve lang sila, masaya na kami. And so, I think may ano tayo dyan na in 4 months' time, yung kidney na lumiit na, napalaki uli. So, hindi na namin inano yung pangalan ng patient. But I think it was flash kanina sa ultrasound.
Pwede natin i-flash. However, bago natin i-flash yun, may prepare ng mga ng studio boys. We have immediately mga text inquiries from Karen of Nueva Ecija. Affordable po ba ang stem cell? How much po ang magagastos kung magpapa-stem cell? Itong isang question na kasi kung tutusin, they've been hearing about all of these stem cell no, in a hospital setting. No? And so, in other words, yung narinig natin na yung autologous from your own stem cells. No? From your own cells, which are dormant sa iyong bone marrow at saka dormant sa iyong, yung taba. No? Wherein they have to undertake yung liposuction. No? And dito, perhaps, maaring you can explain, Dr. Dison, the difference between yung present trend, autologous, no? And also yung sinasabi natin na a trend in Europe, no? O trend in Europe tungkol sa itong pagbibigay ng mga animal stem cell.
Ang nauso kasi ngayon, sabi natin sa modern medical, is yung tinatawag natin autologous. Na katulad nung
yung sarili.
Sarili. Kukunin nila sa fat cells or kukunin na sa bone marrow o kung saan. usually yung patient's own stem cell ang ibinibigay. Of course, medyo mahal po yun. Yun po yung talagang very...
Proseso.
Oho,
Yung
kasi may
undergo-
proseso po yun eh.
Oo,
Kukuha
proseso.
sila, let's say, from the
From the
fat
fats.
cells, may procedure na centrifugation para mahiwalay yung
Hiwalay.
fat at saka yung pong stem cell.
Dormant stem cell.
Pagkatapos yun, i-activate nila yun,
Activate.
which will take time.
Stimulate,
And
no?
then, stimulate nila.
Gigisingin nila kasi dormant
Opo.
eh.
Tapos ngayon, saka i-inject ngayon sa pasyente. Ngayon, kung saan may damage na bahagi yung pasyente, doon ngayon magmamigrate yung yung stem cell. At it's like a computer na corrupted na yung data. Hopefully, maglalagay ka ng bagong program. So it really takes time. And the processing plus yung pagbigay, it's very prohibitive. Ngayon, prior to this kind of a way, more than 50, 60 years ago, merong ginagawa na sa Europe na instead of getting it from the patient's own system, kinukuha po nila sa embryo ng tupa, baka at kambing. That one is many times cheaper. Sabi nating super low ang costing. And binibigay po yon either by injection or by oral, and it is much more affordable. Kasi minsan po, yung mga patient na nag-undergo ng programa, like yung pasyente nagda-dialysis, hindi nga nila ma-afford yung magpa-transplant which will cost mga 1 point, mga kanon ba ang transplant ngayon? 1 point something, 1.5 million, no? Hindi nga nila mahalaga yun. So, if he is going to do yung normal na autologous stem cell, hindi niya rin kakayanin. Kaya, naghahanap kami ng ibang way. So, we call it alternative medicine because we look for alternatives ng alternative. So, usually po, sabihin ko ba yung costing usually ng stem cell? Normal na animal stem
Well,
cell?
it all depends upon the procedure.
Yeah,
no?
it depends po. Kasi, just to give a ballpark figure, yung isang stem cell po na isang vial ng mesenchyme, which is, mesenchyme is anything, no? Kahit anong damage mo, which is what we use doon sa pasyente may kidney. Tapos may patient namin kami may heart problem na ang ginamit naman, heart extract, no? Ang difference po kasi nito, halimbawa, sira yung kidney mo, umuha ko ng stem cell mula sa iyo, hihintayin mo pa yon na mag-change into something that will stimulate kidney cell. Ngayon, of course, we use mesenchyme from animal source.
Undifferentiated,
Ngayon, kung ang problema mo heart, no? Ang ginagawa namin, heart extract na po yung binibigay namin. Galing sa embryo, sa sisiw, kung magsabi natin sisiw, puso ng sisiw ng baka, tupa at kambing. So, yun, inject yun. Ang isang vial usually costs about 2,500 pesos. And pagbata nga, syempre half pa yung cost. May mga ganun po. Yung sinasabi mo kanina na congestive na bata, yung congenital heart, na may butas yung and hindi natin sabihin kung kaninong pasyente.
Heart valve
transplant. Supposed to be bubuksan yung puso niya and the child has undergone surgery already in Texas, no? But he has to have several surgery done. Mahina yung bata. So we started giving heart extract. The child will really improve. Not only that, stunted yung growth niya kasi hindi nga kompleto yung maturation niya, mahina. So natulungan niyo na mag-grow yung bata ng maganda. So what we found out is that mas mabilis ang effect kung heart ang problema mo, heart na agad yung ibibigay sa iyo, or liver na extract na agad ibibigay sa iyo. Kasi maghihintay ka pa and it's very very expensive. Yun yung problema. So
alam mo, Dr. Dizon, yung sinasabi natin pati sa Europe, no? Way back.
They're doing it until now.
Even now, katulad ng mga Down syndrome. No? Pwede ba natin mapakita sa audience yung Down syndrome? No? So yun ang ating yung sinasabi natin na ngayon pinag-abalaan yung sariling autologous, yung bang ganon.
So may mga before and after sila.
Tingnan natin. Before and after. This is actually what we got from a certain book, no? Na 1950s pa.
1950s.
1950s, no? So, yung before and after. Even yung dwarfism, no? At saka yung gigantic structure, no? Because of the growth factor, no? So, itong mga exciting things, no? I really I think swerte ang ating generation.
Yeah,
meron
kasi
tayong
may access
access, no? Hindi ba?
Years and years back, binabasa ko lang yung stem cell. I wasn't thinking we'll be able to do it in the Philippines. And now, we have two sources, no? Canada and Switzerland.
And not only that, Doktora, sa integrative medicine, no? Basically, wala tayo dito sa mga stem cell, no? It's only through mga effort of mga doctors who want to go into
Outside the box.
outside of the box. That's the right word. Outside of the box, no? Ngayon, maaring sasabihin natin na one of these days, si Dr. Lady would be giving us her testimony on yung mga cosmetology.
But she went to, she and a friend of ours coordinated with people in the Switzerland group, no? And I think she has some things to share about what they're doing there also.
Oh, yes, of course, Dr. Lady. Ay, share mo sa amin kung anong
Nangyayari about stem cell there.
observe nila.
Yeah, well, right now, it's because, di ba, yung sa stem cell, it can cost a lot. They were able to, develop like a much more affordable, yung give it into
Tablet form,
soft gel.
Soft gels.
Parang kasing laki ng, yung malalaking vitamin, fish oil tablet like that. So, it's like more of a support. It's not as, potent as yung
specific,
but syempre,
for general
support,
purpose.
general purpose and support of yung sa tinitake nila or in between treatments, it's more, kumbaga, possible and affordable.
Alam mo, we were talking kanina about yung reconstructive surgery, no, yung mga breast na exercise, no. Tapos ang ginagawa nila, siyempre lalagay nila yung
silicone. Lalagay nila.
Pero pag oras na halimbawa in a short duration of time, nagsishrink yon. Now, what they do now is they use this patient's fat with stem cell. Pag linagay noon, no? At because of course they have to stimulate it, no, to make this dormant stem cell come alive, no? And that's the technical,
actually they're including stem cell now sa lahat ng mga may I just read sa newspaper, di ba? Lahat from nose job, stem cell, lahat na yata ng mga aesthetic clinics are including stem cell in their program.
That's actually a wonderful for the people who need to be more beautiful.
Kasi ang purpose nun kung baga is like yun nga, like a computer na nakurap yung data, magdadagdag ka ng bagong data. It's so simple. And then yun nga, the nice thing about stem cell is they had the ability to home in, as yung research shows. Kumbaga, kung saan may problema, doon siya pupunta. Parang troubleshooter.
Right. Alam mo, I have a friend, a missionary friend, a German missionary friend who lives in Black Forest. And sabi sa akin, alam mo, dyan sa Black Forest, meron kaming tinatawag na sanatorium. The German government, libre ang health care nila. So the German government, once you have a degenerative disease, ang ginagawa ng gobyerno, they send you to the sanatorium, and then for them to give you mga specific organ cells.
So, ina-inject nila kasama
so, yun ang binibigay nila from the ship. So, in other words, that has been a practice for so long time ago. No? And sinasabi natin na kanina, yung sinasabi na how much, no? Well, I think, Dr. Dizon, you should explain na yung sinasabi natin yung sinasabi na lima, bakit yung mga iba went into spending by the millions at saka wala rin nangyayari?
Ikaw mag-explain.
Depende po kasi sa sakit. Now, there are diseases na hindi agad-agad magbibigay ka ng stem cell. Like, for example, cancer. Hindi ka maagad-agad magbibigay ng stem cell. Kumbaga, you have to go under the detoxification process. May protocol doon. Another example would be like an autoimmune disease or yung mga allergic diseases. Like, you can't give stem cell kasi your body will just parang eat up the stem cell. Masasayang lang. It actually happened in a certain clinic in Germany. Pumunta rin sa Switzerland to do it all over again. So there are certain diseases that you can't use the stem cells agad-agad. There's a process.
Can we say na halimbawa, the person has that kind of a disease, it is because due to mga
lifestyle niya,
mga internal problem niya, o lifestyle niya, o kaya halimbawa mayroong mga heavy metal toxicity. Ngayon, in-introduce mo yung sinasabi na halimbawa sa Germany at wala nangyari, it is because nagiging sagabal sa
Kasi remember, it's like nasira yung car mo, dinala mo sa talyer, ipapalitan mo ng parts, i-overhaul mo muna bago mo lagyan ng spare part kasi masisira lang yung spare part na inilagay mo. So basically, that would be the analogy, no?
Yun ang magiging ating yun ang magiging kaibahan na nangyari sa mga pasyente mo because you integrate it through detoxification,
Yes.
cleansing.
And that is the concepts Europe. You don't just give stem cell, boom. Hindi ganon. Villa Medica, di ba? From, what's that? Germany ba yun? Or France?
Yeah.
Villa Medica, Paracelsus in Switzerland.
La Prairie.
When they go there, mag-undergo sila ng dietary regimen, i-detox, may mga kulema, may mga chelation, kumbaga, to make the body as kumbaga sa lupa, kailangan fertile yung ground, prepare mo, bago ka maglagay ng kung ano may ipaplant.
Very true.
Very, Now, the stem cell per se, for example, yung ginagamit natin, mura lang naman siyang in the sense na 2.5 siya 3 times a week. For a patient who's doing dialysis 3 times a week, magkakahalaga ng 3 or 4,000, kaysa dialysis para wala kang nakikitang future, then the patient says, meron pala kahit paano baka sakali may improvement kami. At the same time, may ginagawa ka to clean out yung toxins that the kidney could not eliminate. So it's a combination of these things.
So we will, I think we have a nag-signal sa atin. We have to pause for a moment, and then we come back and continue our discussion on all itong, lalo na itong kidney restoration.